So I woke up this morning and I was scrolling Twitter and I came across this clip of Cenat basically saying he doesn't want to give his friends handouts. He'd rather see them try to achieve something, and then as they work hard towards it, I'll slide in and I'll bless them and basically help boost what they're doing up even further. And I thought that that was great. I'm like, yo, I completely agree with that. Then I look at the comments and people are extremely upset with it. So I wanted to kind of dive in and try to understand why that might be, and kind of disprove some of the things that people are saying in the comments. But for anyone that hasn't seen it, this is the Cenat clip.
I'm a firm believer on you have to throw your friends in the ocean, bro. You can't hold their hand too long. You can give them an opportunity and you have to let them swim. They have to swim. I'm telling you, bro, a lot of the times you could give your mans the opportunity and shit. But bro, they have to swim. You wanna know why? Because they have to get into the mentality that no one's gonna help them but themselves. You feel me? That's the mentality. You gotta trust yourself first. You gotta put yourself front line. You can't just look out for everybody to just help you. You gotta just grind and feel it. A nigga, it builds character too, bro. I purposely don't set certain shit up easy for them so that they're able to build character and understand what it means to really grind, bro. And then at a perfect point when I see them niggas going crazy, then I come in at the craziest time.
So maybe I'm missing something and not really getting why people are mad at that, because I still feel like when I watch it back again, it makes all the sense in the world. It's basically that old saying of like, why would I give somebody food when I could teach them to fish? I feel like that just makes more sense, right? Like he's trying to have them work towards something, and then I'll come in and help you out because now you've created a platform, you've created a new business, you've created something that's going to help you sustain something you enjoy doing and is gonna make you good money. Instead of me giving you just a one-time amount of money and you may be messing it up or spending it or just not getting your shit together, and then it's gone, and then what? You expect more from me. So it just, I don't really get that, but these were the comments I was seeing on Twitter. And I didn't even have to go through and pick them out one by one. Like they were literally back to back to back. His whole career has been a free handout. Lives off handouts, refuses to give any. It keeps you rich, but at what cost? He just became a Republican. He streams for a living. Bro is a professional beggar. Y'all need to stop giving this man money. Yeah, he got a handout from Aiden to get his career started. Aiden made Kai. And I'm just confused why everybody feels this way, because I still feel like everything he said makes all the sense in the world. And I can't help but feel like some of the people that say this shit are genuinely just salty because they feel like someone gets to sit in front of a camera, make a whole lot of money, while you've got to wake up and go to a 9-to-5 that you don't like. And so you're grumpy about it and you try to take it out on people, and this is what it manifests as, is weird ass comments under a clip that in my opinion was actually positive. So I wanted to talk about a few things as to why I think the comments are wrong and why I think that Kai is right. And I kind of already touched on why Kai is right, because again, I just feel like instead of me giving somebody a couple $100,000, I feel like it makes more sense that I encourage them to try to build their own platform, to try to start a new business, to try to go towards something that they love and actually grind and hustle for it and see them working hard. And then I can come in and then boost it. So it's not even like he said he wouldn't give them money. He just wants to see them swim first. He wants to see them actually working hard, and then he will help them out. And I feel like that makes more sense than me just giving you money. And if you don't have your life together, if you're not working towards something, you may not actually save that, because everybody's different. Like I have a friend who, if I just gave him a bunch of money, he gambles a lot right now. And there's no offense to him, but he might end up going broke or in debt regardless of how much money I give him. But if I try to encourage him to get away from that, get his life together, show me that he's on the right path, he's actually going to be doing stuff with his life, then I invest in that stuff that he's doing. Now he's got a platform, now he's got a purpose, and now he can go forward. So I guess I just don't really understand this mentality of being upset over it and saying, well, you take handouts, you're a beggar because you're a streamer, and now you don't want to give people handouts. And so now I guess that brings me into the topic of, I don't agree with them. And I just don't feel like it makes sense that you would call him a beggar or say that he's taking handouts just because he gets subscriptions. First and foremost, Twitch is a free platform. I don't know if some people don't realize that, but you can go on and watch somebody and not pay them a single cent. So everybody that's choosing to pay him is doing it because they feel like the content that he's offering them is worth them spending $6 a month to support him so he can go on to do even bigger and better things. It's no different than them wanting to go to Netflix or otherwise. Now, I get it. It's not the greatest comparison because there's a bunch of movies. These are actors. They've trained their whole lives, so on and so on. Like, I get all of that. But it's a form of entertainment. And what Kai is offering is a form of entertainment. Now, whether or not you feel like it's a valid form of entertainment or you like that type of entertainment is completely different. Like, I love horror movies. Some of you guys may not like horror movies, so you're not going to invest in a platform that mainly has horror movies, right? You're going to watch other shit that makes sense for you and invest your money in that. And that's okay. I mean, you could even compare it to a comedian, and it's not the greatest comparison, but I feel like it's relatively close, right? So, a comedian is normally someone who's naturally funny, but they have to learn stage presence. They have to learn timing. They have to learn how to string their jokes together. They have to do 10 to 20-minute sets up to 1 hour specials, and they have to be able to do all this functionally, deal with hecklers, all of that stuff. If you take the average person and put them in front of a stream, regardless of how many people there are, they're probably going to be awkward. And the reason why is you learn camera presence, you learn timing, you have an understanding of streaming and how to interact with your chat and how to keep this thing going and be entertaining. It is a talent, whether or not you want to agree with that or not, but it's something that you acquire over time. The difference is you have to pay to go into that comedian's show, regardless of whether you like him or not, or you even know who he is. There's a door fee. When you go to Twitch, you could just watch for free. And then if you feel like it's something you're really enjoying, you can invest your money. Now, another thing with it being Kai is weird is that he's making so much off of sponsorships, brand deals, ad revenue, that even if they took away the subscriptions and donations, which is the people sending him money, he's still rich. He's still making an incredible amount of money. Now, obviously, he makes a lot off of his subs and stuff, but it's not the only reason why he's where he's at. So it's weird that they call him a beggar and say that he's taking handouts when in all reality, he's probably making even more money off of the sponsorships, brand deals, and ad revenue than he is off of the people sending him money. So it's not like he's reliant on that. And even if he was, again, it's a form of entertainment that is completely free, and these people are choosing to support him because they like what they're watching. Whether they laugh because of it, whether it helps them escape their life, whatever the reason is, he's offering it to these people. And so it's just weird. It's not like to me, a handout is if I just call up a friend and I'm like, yo, I'm hurting right now. Can you throw me $10,000? That's a handout. Me getting online and trying to entertain you and make you laugh and do all these different things and you deciding to then send me money after I've already given you all that, that's not a handout. That's me having done my job and did it good enough that you wanted to then invest in me. That's basically what it is. And what's even funnier to me is that what he's saying about his friends, like, I want to see them grind. I want to see them do well. I want to see them really work for it. And then I'll slide in and I'll help them out, is kind of the same thing that you do as a streamer. When you're a new streamer, it's not like people just come in and give you money. If that was the case, everybody would do it. You have to grind and continually give content for absolutely no money. Nobody's subbing, nobody's donating, nobody's doing any of that. But after you've grinded long enough and potentially got some clips out there, people saw them, they thought you were funny, they start to come into your stream. Slowly but surely, some of them are gonna wanna subscribe, right? So it's kind of the same concept. Like whether or not you wanna say that him getting donations and subscriptions is a handout, that handout came after he grinded, after he made it known that I'm going to be entertaining you, look what I offer, you like it, then you come in and you pay the money, right? But again, it's free. You don't have to pay the money. So it's just, I don't know. This whole shit is just weird to me. I just feel like it comes from people that are genuinely upset that people are streaming and making a lot of money, but nothing is stopping you from doing it. You can buy a camera for relatively cheap. Look at someone like a Summit 1G who does game streams. I think he still uses the first webcam I ever bought. The shit wasn't even $100 and he kills it. This man's been around forever, still pulls 10,000 plus viewers, and he doesn't even have the craziest camera or anything like this. So like, you can do it if you really want to do it. The problem is you're going to realize it's not that easy to be entertaining at a long-term basis. It's not that easy to play games at the highest level. I'm not saying that it's harder than a 9 to 5. And that whole argument is always weird to me because there's so many different 9 to 5s. Like you could be a construction worker, which is extremely hard, physically taxing, and it could honestly destroy your body over time. Or you could be somebody who sits in a cubicle and does paperwork. Like there's very different 9 to 5 jobs. But that same construction worker, a lot of streamers probably couldn't do his job. But I bet you if you put him in front of a camera, he probably can't do an entertaining 12-hour plus IRL stream because it's just not something that he's used to, right? You have to grow into it. You have to learn the skills that it takes to be entertaining, to have the camera presence. So there's something to it on either side. So to me, that's always been a dumb argument because they're completely different things. And the amount of different 9 to 5 jobs varies so much, it just doesn't really make any sense. Now, obviously, once you grow as a streamer, it's a beautiful job because you're making a ton of money and you're doing something that you love, which is not usually the case with your 9 to 5, but it's not like you just get born into it. So I don't know, this whole thing is just weird because there's so many other aspects of life where there are things that are relatively similar, but nobody wants to look at those. Nobody says anything about them. Like growing up, I used to watch Man vs. Food. Some of you guys may have watched it as well. This dude just traveled around the country, ate food, and was on a TV show where he probably made pretty good money. Nobody ever said he's just taking handouts. He's just begging for money. But if he was to be a streamer nowadays, everyone would say that. It doesn't make any logical sense to me. Like, I just don't really understand it. Just let people entertain people the way that they do. Let people that enjoy certain entertainment enjoy it and let them invest in it if they want to. Why people have to be grumpy and weird about shit is just, it makes no sense. And again, going all the way back to the very first point, everything Kai said makes perfect sense. First off, he doesn't owe anybody money. So the fact that he's even willing to help people out if he sees them grinding and sees them working towards a goal, to me is a beautiful thing. So I don't know, I just wanted to address this. I feel like I was kind of all over the place because honestly, like, I didn't get mad over it, but it was just frustrating to read some of these comments and see that people just have no concept of entertainment when they know that they're throwing their money towards entertainment somewhere in their life, but to them it's okay because it's entertainment they like. And so it's always going to be different, and they're going to find a way to make an excuse as to why it's not nearly the same thing, but it's all under the same umbrella. It's all entertainment. You find what you like, you invest in what you like, you enjoy it. Just let it go. Like it's just weird. So I don't know. Comment down below. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm missing something. You guys let me know in the comments. Take it easy, stay safe. I'll catch you in the next one, homies.